School parent in San Francisco tonight. We had two very specific goals for this event. The first one was to mobilize a very strong and powerful parent voice in San Francisco, and this is proof that we're well on our way. We want to fund this gap, and we're here tonight to come up with real solutions to funding this $113 million budget deficit that we have. The idea for this town hall came to us via a teacher, Ms. Kat Klein. It was orchestrated by 6 Sherman moms, myself, Erica Hunt, Linda Schaefer, and Michelle Carter, Cece Kaufman, and Holly Carter. Hundreds of volunteers from schools across this district that made this happen. So we want to absolutely not take credit where it's not due. Everyone had a hand in this, so thank you. I think there are over 1,000 people here tonight, which when I wrote this seemed scary, but now it's a little overwhelming. We represent over 125 different schools around the city, and we may not speak the same language, we may not live in the same neighborhood, but we are sending the same powerful message to the leaders of our city and state tonight. Every child in the city deserves the right to a bright future, and that future begins with education. They're going to have to look in our kids' eyes and tell them there is no more money for library books, school supplies, or field trips. But even worse, we are going to have to tell them that that teacher that they've come to love and know over the past year is no longer at their school because there's not enough money to fund that teacher. There's no more money left for that reading specialist who made sure that in first grade every child was proficient in reading. This is unacceptable. We are going to tell our leaders we do not want to watch the crippling of our society for years to come. But let me be clear, we did not organize this event to point fingers. Everyone in this room needs to take some responsibility for solving this crisis. We also did not organize this event to discuss how deep the cuts will be. Most of us know just how devastating it is to have an underfunded school. We are here to find real solutions that will last us for years to come, period. We are parents and we're voters. We are parents and we're voters, and tonight we're taking action. Enough is enough. We must solve this crisis. We must find our future. Thank you. In planning this event, we realized that it wasn't just a government issue, but this crisis is also a community issue. And so in order for us to be successful, we realized we had to include all segments of our community to find real solutions. As we began forming the panel, we had this amazing outpouring of support from many of the very high-profile leaders in our community. So we had to get creative about the format of the event, which is how we ended up with a city panel, a state panel, and our special guest for seated here in the front row. The city and state panels will explore what our elected officials are doing to bridge the gap. And the special guests will bring in perspectives from each of their areas of expertise. We have the teachers represented, the parents, business, academia, and nonprofits. We also thought it was important that we capture the great ideas that are going to come out of this event so we can follow up on them. We have note takers here who are going to be charting everything because our work is not finished tonight, it's just beginning. Paramount to this discussion is the person who's going to keep us on track for a results-oriented conversation, the moderator. Playing this important role for us tonight is the award-winning host of KQP's Forum, Dr. Michael Krasny. Forum. Dr. Krasny is a professor of English at San Francisco State University, a widely published scholar, critic, and writer. During his career, he has interviewed many of the leading change agents of our time, including Cesar Chavez, Rosa Parks, Archbishop Desmond Tutu, and Gloria Steinem. So it naturally follows that Dr. Krasny would want to be at the forefront of the parent movement here in San Francisco, that he would want to guide the conversation that develops a plan for bridging this funding gap and creating a sustainable structure that can support education statewide. Dr. Krasny, thank you for helping us begin to reach our goals. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Michael Krasny.